I like to call it Fuck, Marry, Kill, and Friends. Now, you'll be saying, wait, this is going to get into some gross, chauvinistic nonsense. I'm like, no, wait, come back. So, this is basically...
It's pronounced chauvinistic.
I don't care. I don't pronounce things
Go on, Nick.
ever. It's basically we are going to take groups of 3 very famous movies that we have all seen, or at the very least know well enough vicariously to understand what they're about. So we're going to, and then we're going to apply one of 3 of these little cute little groups we've got. So like fuck, marry, and kill. Which movie do you want to fuck? Which movie do you want to marry? Which movie would you kill? and we've got a couple, little surprise ones, little different groupings. Like, which one of these, rank these movies. Like, which one would you not want to be in a dark alley behind a bar? So I think the quickest way for us to properly get into it is to just jump into our first of 3 groupings. This grouping is Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, Stanley Kubrick's 2001, A Space Odyssey, and Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. Now the theme here being 70s movies? They are Stanley Kubrick feature films.
Yay.
2 of his arguably best, and then a 3rd one.
You decide which.
So, fuck, marry, kill. The Shining 2001 Full Metal Jacket. I'm going to say
and please, feel free to play along at home.
I'm going to say it right now. I got to kill Full Metal Jacket. There's nothing in this movie that makes me any amount of horny. There's nothing in this movie that makes me want to take it out on a nice date. Give him a nice glass of Cabernet. It's a very grody, it's a very dirty movie. It's got Vincent D'Onofrio. He's charming until he's not. And the second half, I feel, drags a little bit. And that's why I want to kill it, so it'll pick up that pacing, dear.
Do you want me to start on the same movie or just pick one and do a different thing?
Hey, do whatever, just keep track of what you're doing.
Sounds good. I'm going to follow in my own footsteps, and I'm going to say I would fuck The Shining, because The Shining fucks. It fucks with your head, it fucks with your bodies, at least the lenses in it do. And what's the old adage? If she's crazy and will probably stab you to death with an axe, she probably fucks real good. So I think The Shining is definitely fuckable.
You get stabbed to death with an axe, man, you deserve to go. Holy shit.
Yeah, they turn the axe around and use the little pick part at the back.
It's like they put the blade against you. It just started like, like, man, that must suck.
That's kinky as hell, man. Let's go.
I would fuck 2001 because I think Hal, that silly little fella, I think he can do wonders. You just gotta let him compute what he's gonna do. You just Google what does sex do, and then he can probably figure out the rest from there. And if not, you got that monolith, pretty phallic. Is it not? It's a little. Then you've got the baby come from conception. See, we're getting there. Of course, you don't typically fucking doesn't always include conception. Preferably not in most cases, but I think there's enough symbolism and iconography that can satiate my artistic needings.
And for my second pick, I am going to have to kill Full Metal Jacket because I haven't seen it. I know enough about it to know that there's a lot of potty mouths in there. So you'd think I might be like, oh, maybe I should fucks with them, but I don't want to fucks with them because like you don't know the girl, you don't want to fuck with her. You don't know the boy, maybe he's crazy and will stab you to death with an axe. At least The Shining, you know what you're getting. Full Metal Jacket, I'm sorry, boo, I just don't know you at all, so you're dead. You're dead to me. Nick, are you marrying The Shining?
I'm going to marry The Shining. Because one, Scatman Crothers, he got a rough time. I believe Kubrick is kind of a real dickhead. Unjustifiable, in my opinion, to how he treats his actors. The fact that he babies some of them and then just like pile drives the rest of them is a little uncouth, I will say. Scatman Crothers, I believe his scene with Danny Torrance, they did like over 100 takes, and I think they used one of like the first ones.
That's hilarious.
That's terrible. And then of course Shelley Duvall. Shelley Duvall got a rough card. I want to make sure Shelley Duvall is taken care of. Had a rough time. One of the most beautiful women in all of Hollywood.
Sweet, Nick.
Olive Oil, you know, from the Popeye movie. One of my favorites. Stupendous. And this movie fucked things up a lot. And I just want to give her all the support I can.
That's real sweet, Nick. I'm going to marry 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Why do you want to marry 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Because 2001: A Space Odyssey, I can see a future with.
Ah!
I can see children. I can see my own
19
death.
years in the past?
Yeah. Nope. I can see the beginning of time with my baby when we, saddle up with them golden rings. Or silver, or whatever color we choose.
Cock rings.
We'll probably do jet black, because it'll be like the monolith.
Right under the glands.
Hell yeah. Wait, what?
I don't think that's where you put cock rings.
I think you're still talking about cock ring, yeah. I think 2001 would be the best wife of these three. Non-abusive, a little boring at times, but hey, that's how life is, and you know what? Sometimes you gotta roll with the punches.
I want to marry a boring
because you'll still get Hal. You'll still get Hal along the way. You'll still get them monkeys.
Them monkeys are good. Do you like them?
Hell
monkeys?
Yeah. They're beautiful. I love when they beat them bones. You know what I'm saying?
All right. That's our first trio of Fuck, Marry, Kill. We're going to go right into another game. The theme is still Fuck, Marry, and Kill. Put it on the board. Ding, 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 ding. Fuck, marry, or kill. So, we are going to do Robert Rodriguez's From Dusk Till Dawn, Robert Rodriguez's Spy Kids, and Robert Rodriguez's Alita, Battle Angel. The theme here, the greatest movies ever made. They're Robert Rodriguez movies! From Dusk Till Dawn, Spy Kids, Alita, Battle Angel. These are movies I love, every single one of them.
And I love two of them, because I've seen two of them.
Greg has not seen many movies, apparently. I figured he had.
I've seen 2/3 of both. Come on.
Yes. So, how about we both start with who we will fuck, then we'll go to marry and then kill. How about that? Let's make it a little more consistent.
From what I understand, From Dusk Till Dawn has vampire hookers or strippers in it.
Strippers, yes.
I gotta fucks with the strippers.
Gotta
you know what I mean? Like, how can you not fucks with the strippers? I know they're probably gonna.
I
have no idea.
That's Salma Hayek.
Is it someone
baby.
really? Oh my god.
So yeah,
how can you not?
You're exactly right.
Boy.
we both fucking From Dusk Till Dawn.
We both fucking the strippers. Oh. Oh my god.
That, it's got Salt and Pepper,
DP.
George Clooney.
Ooh. And he's got like tattoos, right? Like big old tribal tattoos. You want to just trace them with
my dick hole. You're exactly right.
Yeah, sure. I'll go first, and then you can use your dick hole after.
That's fine with me.
So From Dusk Till Dawn, which I haven't actually seen, I'm a fuck. Oh my god.
Go on.
For Mary, very controversial. I'm gonna have to take Alita Battle Angel. I feel like Alita's loyal as hell.
Yes.
Plus, I get me some of that Christoph Waltz action in there. He's gonna be like my uncle dad or whatever.
I like that.
It's gonna be real fun. And you know, when my wife gets a boyfriend, I know for a fact he's gonna get his head cut off.
Spoiler.
Dope. Nick, if you didn't say it, people wouldn't have known what I was talking about.
I think people can infer.
Not really. And also, she's a badass, she'll fight for what's right, she'll fight for love, and she'll fight to cut people's faces off. Real cool scene, very graphic. I think Alita would be the best wife.
Agree. I would also marry Alita Battle Angel.
Holy shit, we did not plan this.
Of legal age. I have not fact-checked
I think she's
this.
hundreds of years old.
Well, is her brain scan? I've read all of Alita, the manga, and like all the spin-offs, so I feel like I should know this. They're all really good. Go read them. Assuming all of this, it's wonderful. She's got a really cool face. I'm a big fan of the face. A lot of people are not, but I
Big old peepers.
She's got big old peepers, but you get used to them real quick, and that's something they don't
do.
tell you. In fact, it would look weird if she had normal eyes. Rosa Salazar, if you're listening, if you're one of the 6 bald women listening to our show, please hit me up on our email at morebola831@gmail.
In the subject line, please put for Baloney's eyes only.
Wait, no. No. I'm Mr. Morg. Yeah, Alita's great. Not only just her, but like all her friends and family, even that universe, and like the universe is like it's a bunch of shitty people, but it's like within shit, people will rise to the top, because you know the human condition, the sweetness of people will come on out, and I think people are worth it. That means both of us are killing the Spy Kids.
Oh boy.
Sorry, Spy Kids.
If I had a different third option, you would have got that, Spy Kids. I can't fuck you, and I ain't gonna marry you.
Even though both of them are adults by now.
Yeah, but you said Spy Kids, as in the first Spy Kids, when they are kids.
They're kids in all 3 of them, as far as I know. Oh, well, there's a 4th one, but...
Well, they're like...
Whatever.
The 4th one's different kids, I think.
Yeah, I think one of them comes back. I don't know. Haven't seen it, don't want to.
It does not lessen either of our love for you, Spy Kids 1 and 2. Nick loves 3 as well. I think 3 is alright. Well. But in this scenario, someone's got to take the bullet, and it looks like it's you.
I'm sorry, Junie. Sorry, what's your sister's name? Is it Carmen? No, it's,
yes.
Is it Carmen?
It is.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. I'm sorry, Junie. Sorry, Carmen. Tell your grandpa I said hello. We're getting rid of you. It sucks, because Spy Kids is probably my favorite kids movie of all time. I think
Tell
it's
him we said goodbye.
I think it's so much fun.
It is. It's
Danny Trejo. I don't know if Cheech is in the first one, but Cheech is in the second one, and he's phenomenal. Yeah, Cheech is in the first one.
Huh.
What's his name? Alan Cummings.
Yes.
You've got
As
Tony
Fegan
Shalhoub.
Floop.
You've got a phenomenal cast. And I'm sorry that I'm going to have to personally put a bullet into each and every one of your characters' brains. But this is how it's going to be. I wish it was different.
Me too.
Wow, we already got our first unanimous decision on one. So, that leaves us just one last trio of decisions that we're going to have to make as people, as Christians, as lovers.
I'm some of those things.
As mortals.
Hell yeah.
So this one, it's boxing, stand-up, and therapist. We have chosen 3 movies, 3 character studies, all centered around the title character. And we're going to see, let's move them into a different profession than they are in the movie. And I'll go through these movies right now. First, we have Taxi Driver, where he is a...
Uber driver.
He's a taxi driver.
Oh, God.
Oh, and he is bad at it. Oh. We have Scarface, who is a gangster? Is that a profession?
He's a drug lord.
Drug lord. Now that's a profession. And then we have...
government-sanctioned profession.
Then we have Bronson, who is a professional prisoner.
I think he's kind of like he's like Muscle, isn't he? They send him to beat people up.
He was also a fighter. He was a pugilist.
Enforcer, that's what I was thinking. Oh, neat. I forgot that part of the movie.
Mm-hmm. It's a very good movie. So Taxi Driver, of course, that is Robert De Niro. Scarface is that Al Pacino?
Al Pacino.
And then Bronson, of course, is Tom Hardy.
Yes.
Oh, my favorite man who
now
loves...
we have to assign them one of these different professions, which we will then have to engage them within. Is that correct?
Yes. So, let's see who we pick for boxing.
I'm not going to go with the obvious answer here.
I'm also not going. I didn't realize that until after I put him in there.
I didn't even know until you said it.
Think Taxi Driver. Thomas Bickle would be the best boxer.
Really?
I think only by the fact that he would be so terribly unfunny as a stand-up comedian, and that he would be positively traumatic as a therapist. I think he's a particularly tough individual. I think the fact that his screws are so loose that a punch to the noggin would not affect him as much as it would a normal human being. Plus, that mohawk's intimidating. You got that Robert De Niro danger mole. You know, it'll draw people's attention. So you do your feints, your head feints, your head weaves makes it so much more deadly and affecting.
I think Scarface, Tony Montana, would be an incredible boxer. Just hopped up on coke, he'll never go down. You can knock him down with every punch. He'll get back up by count of 2. He is not going down, and
it's probably got.
Wait, we have to box them, don't we?
Oh,
this is bad. I mean, maybe it'll just allow me to land more hits on him and feel better about myself before he destroys me in the ring. But or maybe I'm just a spectator. I would love to see this man. Instead of the water bottle, they just put a little glass plate underneath his nose, and he's like, and he jumps back in. You don't know if the blood's coming from the coke or from the punches, but you know what? He's in it to win it, and I can't wait to see him scream at everyone, "Say hello to my little friend," and then throw a really shitty punch, and then get knocked the fuck out.
So he would be like Rocky in the Rocky 1.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
Let's recast Rocky with Scarface.
I would like that. Not Al Pacino, but Scarface specifically. All right. Next one, stand-up comedian. I'm going to pick Scarface for this one. Because my years of watching American stand-up has shown me, if you have an accent and can do a funny voice, oh, you're making fucking money. That's all Jeff Dunham does. And he's racist. True. And he does it for people that he isn't. Scarface is this. He can he's like he'll be like the Joe Coy of Cuban drug lords. Comedians.
Oh,
I think he could rock it. He could just be like one of those rambly, talky comedians, like a Christopher Titus. He would really bring it to town, and people would, even if they don't get the jokes, they'd be like, "Ha, funny talk," and I think he would sell out all over the globe. Plus, comedians already do so many drugs, and that just gives you more funny stories.
Hey. It'd be like The Hangover. That's his set. He just describes the plot of The Hangover, but with coke. That's a pretty good choice. I like that. I'm going to say his best friend stand-up comedian should be Mr. Bronson himself, because that guy's pretty damn funny.
He's so funny. At least,
I don't know if he's that funny in real life. I don't believe he killed anyone. I think he just did a lot of beating in his life, and that got him in prison forever. So, just jokes that are constantly... He's just a dick.
Literally,
jokes
prison for life, being rude.
Him telling stories about just beating people up. And there's just cops in the audience every night taking notes so that they can put him away for longer. And man, I think he would actually be kind of funny, honestly. If you've seen the movie, which he likes... He saw the Tom Hardy version of it.
Big fan of it.
He liked it. Oh, yeah. He's got a sense of humor, so, I think he could do it. And he has an accent, so, maybe that'll help Nick's portion of the audience.
Excuse me?
Moving on to therapist.
Therapist. I am obviously picking the last available option, and that is Charles Bronson. He is very funny. He is very much a punch fighter, man. So you'd think the obvious choice would be to put him in the other ones. But I was watching Bronson, and I didn't know much about him besides, a prisoner for life, a real, dickhead. But watching Tom Hardy's portrayal, and we're specifically talking Tom Hardy's character from the movie Bronson, just hearing him talk, he's so sage in his wisdom, despite talking about very stupid things. He's not stupid. He's very intelligent. And I think he has maximized how to irritate people And I feel like he can kind of work that the other direction and really hone in on your biggest insecurities, what's hurting you, and, you know, pull it up to the front. Maybe a little too rough around the edges, but I would rather a rough therapist than a therapist that's too scared to actually help me.
I feel like he'll just beat you up, but that's just me. For my therapist, I'm obviously picking my final choice. The only choice left, Travis Bickle, the taxi driver. Because, you know, I think he's got a raw deal driving that taxi. I want him to get into the next tax bracket. I want him to be able to learn how to actually express his emotions, because maybe then he won't shoot up pimps and, I mean, good for him for doing it, but kind of not the same thing to be doing. And, you know, I feel like he's a good listener, you know. He took a lady once to a Skinamax movie, thinking it was normal. He was wrong, and, you know, I think he felt kind of bad about it. So if he's willing to look inward like that, with every mistake he makes, I think he could offer some decent insights about my human flaws.
How'd that movie end, by the way?
He lives.
Okay.
Spoilers.
Just checking.
I don't remember what else happens. What happens?
Oh, he shoots a bunch of people. Gets shot himself.
I mentioned that.
Falls down. It's good. Okay.
Yeah, he shoots a pedophilic pimp.
That's not cast stones.
Nick's like, haven't we all been pimps of 14-year-old girls?
Now that is officially on the podcast, and I wish it was not.
Absolutely is. Good job, Nick.
It's your fault, Buster. All right, that was our first episode of Slander Nicholas, aka Fuck, Marry, Killin' Friends.
Oh boy.
If hate that segment, email us at morble831 at gmail.com.
Let us know you never want to hear it again.
Let us know.
Tell us what you picked.
Or even better. Give us a little blurb
and
on
why.
On why,
yeah.
exactly.